Hello, it is 1 p.m. Nigerian time and it is 12 noon British time for those of you who are watching from England, and this is Verses and Paragraphs. I am Erumena Amata. People call me Mena and I have different names. So yesterday we were talking about verses. Today I want to talk about something which is very interesting, which we do almost every time. I want to talk about crutch words. Crutch words. We all know what crutches are. A crutch is something that gives you support. For instance, if you have a broken leg or a broken knee, you are given a crutch and it provides a support for you. In the same way, we have crutch words. Now, crutch words also provide support for you when you are speaking. For instance, when you are talking and then somewhere along the line there is like a gap, or you can't remember what you want to say, then you make use of a crutch word. Some of the most popular crutch words we have, like, I've already used one, like, basically. Some people use the word actually. Some use literally. Meanwhile, literally and actually mean the same thing. Some people use the word honestly. They'll just be using honestly in their conversation, and then you actually get tired. I've already used actually now because maybe I do not know what to say. Now, crutch words, as important as they are to help your sentences, as to help you when you are speaking, at times they can get very annoying. For instance, Nigerians, most Nigerians, they like using the word, "Shey you get me, you get me, do you understand me?" They'll be talking and in the middle of their speech you hear, "Do you understand?" At times I feel like saying, "No, I don't understand." Some will say, "Do you get me?" Some will say, honestly, or sincerely. In those days, we used to have a colleague. We gave him a name because every sentence he made, he must use the word indeed. Now, these are crutch words, and as helpful as they might seem, at times they get annoying when you use them too much. Now, these crutch words, they could be good while you're talking in conversation, but if you are in a public gathering and you're making a presentation, you shouldn't use crutch words. Some of those crutch words include literally speaking, really. The food was really very sweet. In fact, we really had to leave that place on time because really the noise was too much. People just keep on using the words really. And then they also make use of the words honestly. They also make use of the words of a lot. Then there's stuff and things. Nigerians will say, I'm doing stuff and stuff this weekend. Stuff and stuff. Honestly and earnestly are mixed. How do you use them? That's from George Adebisi. Shout out to George Adebisi, Afo Ruth, Raphael James, watching from Lagos, George watching from Abuja, I guess, and Ruth is watching from Kaduna. Thank you for tuning in. How do you use the words honestly and earnestly? Now, to be honest means you're talking about the truth. Earnestly means that you are being honest in what you are saying. So if you are saying honestly is the truth, and then if you are being earnest, you want the person to believe you earnestly, and earnestly is different from honestly. So back to Pastor Silva is watching from Kaduna. Shout out to you. So back to crutch words. When you are talking in public conversations, it's good to use crutch words, like if you've run out of what to say or you want to emphasize what you're saying, but don't use them too much. Do you understand me? You understand me, right? Then we use okay, I have used one. Then we, depending on where you are speaking from, like Yoruba would say, "Shebi you know," "Shey you know." Especially they also use the word "you know." And then if it is in the north, you say "ba," "fa." All these are crutch words, and as helpful as they might be when you are speaking, it is not good for you to use them, because if you use them too often, they get annoying. After, like I said, if somebody is talking to me and then you say, do you get? I'm tempted to say, "No, I don't get." Or, "Do you understand me?" Every sentence is punctuated with the word, "Do you understand?" Okay, George, I'm glad you got the difference between the meaning of honestly and earnestly. So, back to crutch words. How many of you use crutch words? And what are some of these crutch words that we use, that possibly you yourself use? Some of them use the word very, a lot, I like rice a lot. In fact, I like a lot of meat. And you're talking a lot. Yes, it's good in public conversations, like I said. But when you use them to clutch, clutch words. Clutch words, yes, clutch. You know, like not clutch, Ruth. It is crutch. You know, a crutch that you use when your limbs are broken. Crutch words. Crutch words are words that help you, that give you a support. Just the way the crutch itself gives you support. That's the way crutch words give you support when you are speaking. Because basically, I've already used one now. Basically it's a crutch word. When you're running out of what to say, or you want to emphasize what you're saying, you somehow fall back on crutch words to give us support. There are lots of them. For instance, we use I remember as a Toastmaster, we had to speak, and then if you were speaking and you made use of crutch words, you were marked and you lost some points because you're making use of crutch words. Now, crutch words, like I said earlier on, can be very good when you're making public, when you're gisting, you can use okay, hello, my sister is watching from Scotland and she says she likes using the word awesome. Okay, Ruth, you use the word crush. Or are you asking me? I spelled it a crutch, C-R-U-T-C-H. You know, when you have a broken limb, Ruth, when you have a broken limb and you want to walk, you know, they always give people these sticks and something underneath your arm that gives you support to walk. Not crush, not C-R-U-S-H, C-R-U-T-C-H. You can Google it right now. So I'm talking about, Ruth, is not crush. Crush is that when you're crushing something. Crutch, yes, the second one, C-R-U-T-C-H. Okay, my sister-in-law says her 7-year-old daughter uses the word seriously. And in almost every sentence, you have seriously. Literally speaking, I literally did not like that man, what he was saying. Okay, you got it, Jan. Very good. Jan is watching from Abuja, right, Jan, or Jos or Benin? Where are you watching from, Jan? Thank you for tuning in. Crutch words. Crutches give you support. And crutch words give you support when you are speaking. You get it now? Great. So, you get it. So which crutch word do you use, Ruth? Jan, which crutch word do you use? Pastor Joe. Okay, Jan is watching from Benin City. My good friend, Joe Gibbs, Pastor Joe Jesmel is now on. Okay, Eloho says that her daughter says seriously, like a question. Yeah, many Nigerians use that word to seriously. Sure, you know. You know, right? You know, right? When Nigerians are speaking crutch words, you know, right? I mean, I've already used one. I mean, when you say I mean, or you know, right? In the sense, when you're talking with your friends, it gets annoying. So you cannot use crutch words when you're making a public presentation. And when you're speaking, Pastor Joe Gibbs is watching from Lagos. I know that one, Ashana. I know you're watching from Lagos. Jan Uwadia is watching from Benin City. Okay, Jan says she uses the word yeah. Some use the word very. Some use the word like. Now there are two words that mean the same thing, actually and literally. Actually speaking, I literally do not like drinking tea. Those two words mean the same thing. Some people use the word basically speaking. And like I said, we used to have a colleague, we used to call indeed. Every sentence was punctuated with the word indeed. Now, crutch words cannot be used in written English. Neither can be used for public speeches or presentations. You can, seriously, Ruth, is that the one you use? Akimola Anjoalolua is watching. I would like to know where you're watching from. Ruth, is it seriously you use? Do you use the word seriously, or are you saying seriously you don't know that the words actually and literally mean the same thing? What exactly are you trying to say? Anyway, as I was saying, like, very, a lot. We're going to do stuff this weekend. What is stuff? And Nigerians, some of them would like to make it funky. We're doing stuff and stuff. We're doing stuff and stuff tomorrow. Would you like to come? They are good for public speaking, or when you are gisting with your friends, or when they get too much. Like, you understand me, you get. Sure, you know, right? seriously, and words like that. Now, if there are any other crutch words that you're using, you can use crutch words, but don't use them too often to get your listeners or your hearers annoyed. And above that, don't use crutch words when you are making public presentations or when you are speaking, and you cannot use crutch words in written English. Now that is done. I'm going to a word, okay, as in, shey you know. Nigerians, like I said, depending on where you are, if it is in Lagos, shebi you know, shey you know, sha. If it is in the north, you hear ba, fa, mbo, shey you know, as in, what is it, and all those kind of expressions. Now, our word for the day. Yesterday's word was peculate. Peculate means to embezzle public funds. And I was waiting for people to give me sentences with peculate. Peculate means to steal money, public funds that are kept in your keeping. Okay, Ruth says seriously is the word she uses mostly when conversing. Many Nigerians use the word seriously, like seriously. I'm telling you, if you keep on doing this one, I won't be happy. I'm serious about it. So seriously speaking. Now, today's word of the day is ergophobia. Ergophobia, and I'll spell it ERGOPHOBIA. Ergophobia, and it is gotten from Greek words. The Greek word ergo, which means fear, and then phobia means fear, and then ergo means work. So ergophobia means an abnormal fear of work. People are just scared of work. Do you know an ergophobic person? One who is scared of work? George Adebisi, watching from Abuja, says, shey you get. Okay, George, shey you get. Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone who has an abnormal fear of work? Ergophobia is the abnormal fear of work. There are some people who are just scared of work. Once you mention work, they are just scared. Such people are ergophobic. So, do you know anyone? I should spell it. ERGOPHOBIA. Ergophobia. Ergo is the Greek word for work, and phobia is the Greek word for fear. So ergophobia. Have you got that, George? You got that? You can Google it. Ergophobia, the abnormal fear of work, and you can use it in speaking. Our very first word that we used on this program was seriocomic. Seriocomic, and it's spelled SERIOCOMIC. It's a combination of the word serious and comic, and it means partly comic and partly serious. And my sister used the word for me that the way the fan was blowing my hair was seriocomical. So because I was doing something partly serious, and the way the thing was blowing my hair was comic. And then yesterday's word was peculate. Peculate means stealing public funds, or is property entrusted to your care. That is peculate. And today's word is ergophobia. Ergophobia. Now, because I do not have an abnormal fear of work, but my time is up. So it was very nice of all of you tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's do it. Okay. Joachim said many politicians are not percolating, it is peculate. PECULATE. Yes, ergophobia, George. Yes, you got that right. Joe Gibbs, it is not percolate. Percolate means like you're boiling. Peculate. 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 So many politicians are in the percolating, not percolating, peculating business. Yes, George, you got that right. And as sad as I am to go, I just thank you so much for tuning in today. Shout out to everyone who tuned in and to everyone who's going to listen later. Thank you, George from Abuja, Pastor Joe from Lagos, my sister Ella from Scotland, Ruth from Kaduna. Thank you so much. It's been nice with you. I'll see you tomorrow at exactly the same time. Bye.